Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me again, Chip, and I am at work, obviously. It's Thursday. It is, what is it, June 13th? Is it June 13th? No, June 14th. Yeah. Um, so Tuesday was my birthday. I turned 31 years old, and I am basically a month and a half on T. Changes. My voice feels like it's staying here. I don't know if it's gonna get any deeper. Maybe I'm expecting it to be like really low already. Um, Growth down there is still happening. Still horny as hell. What else? Facial hair. I actually shaved. So, whatever facial hair you see here, um, that's actually, let me see, 3 days after, 2 days after I shaved. 2 days after I shaved. I shaved on last Tuesday night. So yeah, my facial hair is growing very fast. I have a lot of hair on my back as well. I shaved my chest and my stomach because I wanted to see how fast the hair would grow. Because I already had, basically a hairy chest and a little bit of hair on my stomach before I started tea. So it's hard for me to tell like how thick it gotten, I guess, because I wasn't really paying attention too much. And so I decided for this week to split my dosage instead of just taking half one day out of 1 week. Every week I'm splitting it in 2 days, Tuesday and Thursdays, and I'm still on Arimidex, so that helps out too. And I think my period had stopped. I hope so, because last time I had my period was it was like first week of June, and it's already mid July, and I don't think it's gonna come. I hope it doesn't. I really hope. I hope it's done. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. And gains. Oh my god, I am pretty cut, to be honest with you. It was like I stopped going to this one gym for a while because there's a closer one to my house, and then boom, like I came back to the old one that I used to go to, and people are just like, holy crap, you look different. Like, I'm pretty sure that they're like wondering what the hell happened. But other than that, I guess it's like the normal, T changes that you go through, with the exception of I am growing facial hair faster than the others, like other FTMs. So, and I think, like, maybe because I go to gym all the time, maybe that's why like muscle is like my shoulder is wider. You can definitely see the cuts like on my biceps and my deltoids. What else? So I have to go to the men's restroom now. Um, I don't know if I posted the last video, but me having to go to the men's restroom now when I'm at work. My pharmacist had talked to me and asked me, how I feel about going to the women's restroom and everything, because they are saying that my facial hair is getting too obvious and we get visitors at work that don't know me, and I guess it could start a problem. Like, they can complain that a man just walked into the women's restroom. And so they talked to HR for me and basically let HR know that I'm transitioning. So I started going to the men's restroom, and so basically, if anybody gives me a hard time or say something to me, um, like, I can, even if they go to HR, like, I'm already backed up. Like, what I'm saying? Basically, they already talked to me and they asked me if, if people come up to me and ask me questions, is it okay for me to answer? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, this, like, there's not a problem at all. Like, this is me, and, like, they're not just gonna fire me just because, I'm transitioning. So, I've got 2 more days of work. Pretty busy lately. It's actually stressing me out. Um, one of the one of the people that I work with, she's she's being a little bitch, I guess you could say. She's friends with this one girl that didn't like me, and she got switched to a different pharmacy. Basically, my boss had switched her to a different pharmacy. Still the same company, just different pharmacy, and they're best friends. And I'm just babbling about stuff. I don't know. I guess because I don't really have anybody else talks about this stuff. So, yeah, she's giving me a hard time at work. Nitpicking, small stuff that you don't really have to, like, tell your boss right away. I mean, if we are a team, like, she can just come to me first and be like, hey, you're doing this wrong. You shouldn't do this. You should do this. But in, like, a colleague type of way, like creative criticism. It shouldn't sound bossy, but more of a, like, suggesting your coworker, your teammate, things that you can do to improve work. You know what I mean? And I mean, that's the way I am, like, but if there is a problem, especially, like, for me, if there is a problem with me and another person, like, I normally would address it to the person first. If they don't respond back and still continue to do things that are bothering me, then that's when I would go to, my higher. I'll go to my boss and tell my boss what's going on and stuff. And I guess that's why she kept me instead of the other person, because I mean, I can get along with everybody, really. Like, it doesn't. I don't do petty stuff. Let's put it that way. Like, I let it go. It might make me mad, but I don't hold grudge. Like, there's no point of me holding grudge. There's no point of wasting my energy being mad at one person. It's just not worth it. That person doesn't really, I guess you could say, if with my coworker, that person, I don't live with that person. She's not my wife. She does not feed me whatsoever. She don't pay my bills. She doesn't benefit, I guess. She doesn't benefit me. Especially when she's trying to like get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it would be nice if we can all work as a team. You know, one of my coworkers that became my like best friend at work. Um, we work as a team. You know, when she's doing something wrong, I come up to her, or I would text her and let her know. I'd be like, hey, fix this before our boss sees it, or whatever, whatever. And she does the same thing for me. And so, um, back to transitioning. So today I took my other shot, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I changed needles, and I'm getting like less soreness afterwards. I think it was back then. I think it's because of um, my gear. That's why it would like hurt, and I would just be sore for days to where I'll be limping. Maybe that's why I have a bad gear, and also me not having experience um, injecting intramuscular, right? And I don't even know if that's a word. Anyways, I've got to go. I gotta go to work, and I will see you all guys there. If you have any suggestions, questions, please feel free. Wow, that was hard for me to say. Feel free to comment down below. Give me a thumbs up.